ladies and gentlemen of all ages, boys and girls. Thank you for tuning in to yet another episode of Angry Meat Production. We appreciate you coming in and letting us be a part of your lives week in and week out. We hope to do our best to present you with something that your eardrums delight in. Whether you're looking at us on YouTube or Rumble, or listening to us on Spotify, Google, or Anchor, or any of the other podcast services that we are currently on or trying to get on. We thank you. And if you don't mind, at the end of every episode, stop by, leave us a comment, leave us a like. If it asks for 5 stars, we'll take 5 stars, even if you don't like us. 5 stars are what it's all about. With that being said, we hope you enjoy our attempt to make our advocation our vocation. Ladies and gentlemen, let the games begin.
Welcome, Angry Faithful. Today on Nerd Sports 103, we're going to go ahead and talk about caber tossing. Old Scottish tradition of taking a big pole and tossing it down the fucking yard.
Oh, hi. The Highland Games. Vulcan Island. Oh no, he was Irish anyway, but still.
It's really strange. I can understand Scottish people that are more easier than I can stand English people.
Well, when you say
I understand. Yeah, I understand Scottish more than I understand Australian accents because some of those get out there.
It's the slang terms in Australian that throw me for a loop.
I don't know. Scottish is not much better though, man. Like when you speak Scottish.
Oh,
right.
yeah.
Speaking Gaelic, yeah, but
but I was saying that even the slang is like,
when you're speaking with a Scottish bro, I mean, unless you can fight it a little bit, you just got to sit no booty, buddy. An Australian, no, dude, they'll spot you from a mile away.
That's true.
That is true.
Oh, you didn't see it last week. Look what I remembered that I had and I found and I dug out, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, check this out, right? It's the 3 doors down car.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
Oh,
of course, I had to dig the biggest piece of shit design for a race car out. Cool paint scheme, but this, nah, fam.
Dude, sometimes you got to carry your shit, man.
All that did was enable the fuckboys that drive Mitsubishi Eclipses. And then you got the guys with Dodge Neons that are building their wings out of cardboard, plywood, and freaking sheet metal screws.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, the FanCon down in Dallas is going to have Christina Ricci and Rhodeus Dawson.
Yeah.
Ahsoka.
Who?
What?
Rosario Dawson.
Yeah, Rodeo Dawson.
Rosario.
Oh, fucking.
Not rodeo, rodeo. Where are you at? I'm on Rodeo Drive. And in the words of Julia Roberts, big mistake. Big. Huge.
You say
sometimes it's a good or sometimes it's a shit.
I was watching this one thing on NHL, and apparently the heads of state of hockey are letting the players do their whole thing and more or less caving to the fans, and they are gonna bring back a little bit of the Rainbow Crew. You know how they have like the lettering, the numbers would be like rainbows for the LGBTQ plus style. They're gonna back it up a little bit and just let the players choose if they want to wear that stuff or not.
Well, good, because that should be protected under your First Amendment anyway.
Right. Yeah,
but I digress.
Mandated, but
Yeah, before we get into baseball, as David pointed out, the most wins in an NHL season is held by the Tampa Bay Lightning and the Detroit Red Wings with a total of 62 wins. Man, there are 5 games left in the regular season, and the Boston Bruins are sitting at 60 wins right now.
Jesus.
I really think they're going to break it.
They might
I
break
do too. I do too. So we've had our first full weekend of regular season baseball. Woo-hoo-hoo!
What a weekend it was.
Dude, it was pretty interesting. We had Mark Wahlberg down here that willing to donate his thumb to Jose Altuve. Of course, the Astros, opened up the defense of their World Series title by losing two out of 3 to the Chicago White Sox. So that happened. The Texas Rangers being the big surprise. They're 3-0.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Beat up.
Who saw
they
that
scored
coming?
29 runs over their first 3 games against the Phillies, the defending national champion Philadelphia Phillies.
It's
Now,
it's
that's
still
enough
first
to
part
make
of the
any
season, so
Philadelphia
don't get
fan.
too happy, Chris.
That's enough to make any Philadelphia fan outside of the Cowboys and Eagles fan bases to have nightmarish fits and start convulsing like a young,
Dude, they're gonna have nightmare
traumatized choir
no
boy
matter
whenever
what.
they think about the state of Texas.
They
But
get nightmare fits just for winning. We won the big game. Let's fucking blow it down.
No, David. See, remember when the Phillies and the when the Eagles lost in the Super Bowl, I brought it to everybody's attention that the city of Philadelphia has gone 0 for 4 for their last 4 teams that have played for a championship. Their MLS team, the Phillies. Oh no, it was 0-3. Yeah. Their soccer team, their baseball team. Oh, and who else is there? Oh yeah, their football team. So I'm just kind of putting it out there. You could kind of make that loose 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon connection to Philadelphia Eagles hating the state of Texas because of the whole Patrick Mahomes connection, but I don't know. But yeah, Texas they got a bad offense this year. They are bad men. The pitching staff.
Did it make any good
Staff
trades
stay
this
healthy.
trade season?
During the off season, yeah, dude, they went out and spent some money.
Yeah.
Yeah, they went out and spent some money this year. Red Sox pitching staff let us down on opening day. Tried to let us down on game number 2. The bullpen surprisingly picked everybody up, and then Tanner Houck came off the starting rotation and got himself the first win of the starting rotation for the Red Sox. Red Sox offense looks pretty good. They're good from playing from behind, scoring a lot of runs. Shohei Ohtani and Mike Trout went back to back last night for home runs. Of course they did it against Waldichuk, a pitcher for Oakland, and well, let's just face it, Oakland is
Trying to make it.
They're the beleaguered redheaded stepchildren of baseball, and have been for a few years.
I thought they were a farm team.
Might as well be.
Sorry.
Anytime one of their prospects comes up to the show and starts playing good, they can't afford to keep them, so it might as well be a farm team for everybody else.
Apologies to all our fans in Oakland.
Well, to be fair,
apology on that.
No, to be fair, Oakland's probably going to end up losing their team to like San Jose or, dare I say, Las Vegas. Because, their ownership group is cheap. Think about it. They're too cheap to fight the city of Oakland to get a new stadium.
Yeah.
They'd rather play in that dump that they've been playing in for the last 20 or 30 years. Actually, it's been longer than that.
Well, it's kind of sad that the whole movie Moneyball, which we were talking about off the air,
Yeah, we're just talking about it.
that I mean they were playing the Moneyball, and now
Yeah, for whatever reason, clips of that movie are making the rounds on TikTok.
dude, you too.
Yeah.
I was just saying, I was like,
That's what me and Chris were talking about.
time to watch it again. That will remain one of my favorite movies of all time.
Yeah. And the guy that played John Henry, the principal owner of the Red Sox, towards the end of the movie when he was introducing Billy Beane for potential general manager job.
Yeah.
You know who was playing John Henry?
John Henry?
No, that was the guy that played the adult version of Smalls from The Sandlot.
Really?
Yep.
Huh.
Did not know that.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, so I watched a lot of baseball over the weekend. Because one of the perks of having T-Mobile is I get free MLB premium all year.
Yeah.
So
I listen. I may have to bite the bullet and just freaking do it because there's nothing on any of my streaming that will show any games that I even remotely care about.
Really?
yeah,
There's a ton of soccer that's being streamed all
until
over.
MLB gets it squared away. Unless if you want to listen to Ranger or watch Ranger games or Astros games, you might be forced to listen to them, and you might be able to save yourself some money and just get the $20 at bat app and just listen to the radio broadcasts. Which for me, I do a lot of times anyway.
Just to have it on in the background.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, when I was married to my second wife, she referred to herself as a baseball widow because from February till roughly about the end of October, Joe Castiglione, which is the main play-by-play guy for the Red Sox radio team, was an unofficial member of our family, and he would have a constant presence at the dinner table.
Yep.
So
anything problem with that?
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't, but
wait a minute.
There's that whole thing there. I love the fact that they had the rookies who were making their first opening day start or their MLB debuts wearing an extra patch on their uniform. It's right there on the sleeve. It says MLB debut. And it was just like,
are you
these kids are nervous enough? No, I'm serious. These kids are nervous enough as it is. Can we not put the big student driver bumper sticker on their bus?
Yeah. Okay, my job does the same thing. We for like 6 months when you do a new job in the plant, you have to wear this like bright orange wristband for like 6 months. I mean, it's ridiculous, but it's one of those things. I've actually had people like come up to me and is like,
it's like in NASCAR.
You know what you're doing? I'm like, yeah, I do. I've been doing it for like 7 years.
Yeah, it's like in NASCAR. Rookies have to have yellow stripes on the back of their on their rear bumper the whole first season. But I'm like Topps trading cards are going to make a killing on those because here's what I see happening. They're going to get those jerseys from those kids, from those players, and then they're going to take pieces of that patch and they're going to chop it up real small, and you're going to start seeing them on card inserts.
That'd be interesting.
It would be interesting.
Yeah. Unfortunately, only maybe 2 or 3 of the players that are featured on those cards are going to turn out to be worth the damn anyway.
Well, that's how it always is in any kind of sport. So
yeah, I mean, I'd be like, no, the hell with you, Topps. I'm keeping that jersey.
Yeah, hell yeah. You ain't taking nothing from me,
right?
Wait a minute. How many of those jerseys do they usually get though?
Well, for that one day, that's it. That's their MLB debut. You get one debut patch.
Oh, okay.
Well,
I don't know why, but I was like, I was thinking that they got like they had to wear it for the whole entire year, and they had
no. Man, Aaron Judge, and this is going to be the only time that I willingly talk about the pinstripes. Aaron Judge, and he's already got 2 home runs this year. Giancarlo Stanton, apparently he hit what's allegedly supposed to have been measured at as a 485-foot home run yesterday.
Damn, that is a bomb.
But it was a hit in Yankee Stadium, which, I mean, if you can hit the back of your toilet bowl while you're standing in front of it taking a piss, you can hit a home run to right field in Yankee Stadium. I mean, it's like 315 feet to right field.
Oh wow.
I mean, they call it the short porch for a reason.
It is. That was fucking short.
But yeah, I mean, like Aaron Judge hit one that was like 348 or something like that. And then here comes Giancarlo going, yeah, anything you can do, I can do stronger.
So cute.
You know, it just parks it like 485 feet, allegedly. You know, it's like the 2 guys from Letterkenny that, fucked an ostrich, allegedly.
had to be a sick one.
It had to be said. Yeah, there had to be more than one of them. But yeah, 485 feet. I'm just sitting there going, that's, I don't know, man. I mean, they got.
It's one of those things.
I mean, there's all kinds of cool, like, feel good stories, from around the league, for this first weekend. And I mean, like Adam Duvall, like the hands down biggest steal of the offseason. The Red Sox acquired him from the Braves. And right now he's probably the hottest hitter on the face of the planet.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, he's already got. Let me pull up his stats real quick because, dude, it was absolutely ridiculous.
Is it stats for this weekend or is it the stats for
just right now? I mean, that's just his stats for right now. I mean, through the first weekend, and like I said, let me get his. Right now, he's back. I mean, now granted, this is a very small sample size.
Yeah.
Batting .571, he's got 2 home runs. He already has 8 RBIs. Okay. Now,
that's actually pretty hard to do.
Saturday's game, which was game 2 for Boston. I mean, the Orioles had been putting up runs because the Red Sox pitching staff can't seem to miss a bat, right?
Yeah.
So, and here it comes down to like the bottom of the 9th. The Red Sox are, they're mounting a comeback a little bit, and they're down by 1, right? Down by 1. They got a runner on. Adam Duvall just absolutely just slaps at this ball, and it takes off, right? I mean, it looks like if it's got enough juice, it'll get over the wall. And we're talking the Green Monster here, right? Yes. So if you look at the top of the Green Monster, I'm talking about the green fascia, right? The one that playing field. Along the top of it, there's a yellow line that dictates if a ball is in play or if it's a home run. It cleared that yellow line. There's a handrail at the top of that wall, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there's probably roughly about 8 inches of wall, right? It's a ledge about 8 inches wide from the handrail to where the wall drops off. This ball hit the hand railing, stuck for a second, and then spun off of the wall and landed back in the field of play, right?
Yeah.
They initially called it a home run, and he's doing his little trot, right? I mean, well, the brand new LED light stanchions are going off in patterns and sequences. everybody's freaking out. They're playing Dirty Water after every Red Sox home when they play that song by the Standalls, Dirty Water. They got Dirty Water blaring on the speakers at Fenway. And the referee and the umpiring crew are actually standing there on the third baseline talking about with somebody in New York to decide whether or not it was actually a home run when they've got a camera that faces that looks down that ledge specifically for that purpose. And you could see it plain as day. They slowed it down. This ball went stook, and then it goes.
Oh man.
And it just, I mean, but it cleared the yellow line and hit the railing, and it, anything above that yellow line is a home run. So
Yeah.
it was the first walk-off win. I mean, the dude was absolutely mobbed. He got the ice, the ice water bath while he was trying to get interviewed after the game. I'm going crazy on the couch because I can't really do a whole lot of jumping these days. And I'm just sitting there going, good God. And and then we've got that Japanese prospect that we picked up this year, Masataka Yoshida. Yeah, we go. Masataka Yoshida. He's 29 years old, right?
Mhm.
And he's right now he's batting 308. That's not bad at all. So he's above that Mendoza line. So David, when we talk about the Mendoza line, it's anything above 300.
Okay.
So I'm just like, wow, I'm telling you, it's going to be a fun season to watch. And I don't know. You're going to hear people grumbling about, clock violations, ballparks. I wouldn't put it past Yankee Stadium to be one of these first ballparks to experience gremlins in the time, in the game clock software where they can't run the clock kind of a deal.
Well, we had that first instance last week that you and Chris were screwing about how was it a fast pitch?
Yeah, well, yeah. And then one of the last spring training games that the Yankees had, one of their pitchers was accused of fast pitching, quick pitching, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the next pitch, he does this.
Yeah, I watched the TikTok.
It's just that whole exaggerated sequence, and he got the pitch off in time. I'm just like, I'm kind of laughing. I'm like, I appreciate the savagery there, but I don't know. The pace of the games, the regular season games, even over 9 innings, man. It was like astonishingly fast. And no, I'm right now I'm happy with it.
It's once they start using it for evil that we get upset.
Yeah,
it was like that one, and I'm blanking on who it was. Forgive me, but there was it was a foul hit. So the guy had already rounded second, I think. So he had to go back to first, and he was walking. Ended up calling a strike against the batter because the runner was taking too long.
Yeah.
Nothing to do with the batter. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, but at that point, you're either going to call the runner out or you just assign a strike. And I think assigning a strike to the batter is the lesser of two evils, because at that point, you're not dictating the outcome of the game.
Yeah.
True. Well, I don't know.
And honestly, I think at the end of the season, even before the end of the season, I think that the competition committee headed up by Joe Torre still, I think, they're going to have to get together, and they're going to have to hire a brain trust to think of all of these impossible scenarios. The only thing that I can think of, man, like, this is extreme case, but can you imagine the World Series ending on a clock violation?
Oh, that would fucking suck. That's like the Super Bowl hitting
that is
high.
very high too. Like I guarantee there's going to be something in the fucking playoffs. It may not come down to the World Series, but there is going to be something in the off or in the postseason that is going to change the outcome of these games, and it's going to be based on a fucking shot clock or a pitch clock.
Yeah, clock violation. Yeah, and I'm just like,
Yeah, that's
one of these pitchers are going to get overzealous and they're going to disengage and throw over one too many times, and they're going to balk in the winning run.
Yep.
And it's going to be one of those high leverage situations, like an elimination game, and the score's tied, and they're a closer kind of a thing.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Which reminds me, sorry to interrupt on that part, but I was watching. I don't know if I sent this to you or not. It was the batters were getting like extra information only because the catcher's volume was way too up on his coordination thing.
Oh, the pitch con.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So they heard every single pitch that was coming.
Yeah.
And it didn't help him. That was the funny part.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah. I think out of he allowed 2 hits, I think, out of the whole fucking game. Even though they knew which pitches were coming, which that's hilarious to me.
Yeah.
So I'm going to skip over the NFL this week, and I'm not really going to touch on the NHL. I talked about it a little bit at the beginning of the show.
I mean, the only big thing that's coming up is the draft, and I'm not going over all those draft picks that
we would be here for 3 hours. And,
yeah.
I'm
totally agree on that.
Like Honey said, ain't nobody got time for that. We're gonna jump into NASCAR. Kyle Larson won the race this weekend in Richmond, and I mean, what's cool is the driver that originally drove the 5 car, not originally, but Rick Hendrick's oldest son, who died in a plane crash. I think it was in 2004. I think it was, if I'm not mistaken. Ricky Hendrick, they really hadn't run his paint scheme a whole lot since. And well, yesterday would have been his birthday, and so they ran that particular paint scheme on Kyle Larson's number 5 car, and Kyle Larson pedaled that car to a win yesterday. So I mean, that was a pretty powerful thing for Hendrick Motorsports, especially coming off of that rescinding / upholding of the penalty that they were handed out by NASCAR. Josh Berry, who's subbing in the number 9 car for Chase Elliott, he finished second. And I think that once Chase Elliott comes back, I really do think that Josh Berry needs a legitimate shot at some pretty, in a cup car with a team that can provide him some good equipment, because he's proved that he can drive that car. And let me see.
Was he an hopeful to win this race though?
No, he wasn't.
So it was like a underdog story type deal.
Yeah, no, yeah, it was just that. Let me see here. Let me give you the top 10 here. Top 3 drivers for Chevy drivers: Kyle Larson, Josh Berry, both from Hendrick Motorsports. Ross Chastain for Trackhouse. Christopher Bell was the top placing Joe Gibbs Racing driver. He finished 4th. Kevin Harvick, highest placing Ford in 5th. Michael McDowell, Joey Logano with his alopecia, Rogaine hair plug men for, club for men, have an ass.
Stop making fun of that. I might actually end up having to do that.
Well, that's fine. But you're not Joey Logano, who went out and told everybody, went out of his way to talk about alopecia and how it affected millions of men. But then he shows up at Daytona with a tribble on his head.
Tribble.
Dude, I don't know. I don't know if that's actually possible because actually they showed what the underbelly of a Tribble looks like. I'm like, holy fucking Christ.
No, what you
Card?
saw was the underbelly of the weaponized Tribble that Section 31 was keeping at the Daystrom station.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's what that was? Because I
that's
always
what
thought I did.
that was
I
a
didn't
weaponized Tribble.
think-
This, ladies and gentlemen, is the nerd portion of Nerd Sports. Yeah. So I have tracked down everything that I need. I'm going to eventually, by the end of the year, hopefully, crossing my fingers, toes, doing rain dances, everything that I can think of, to get everything that I need to build the 1/350th scale NCC 1701 refit model.
Hmm.
Right? This is the one from Star Trek.
You really, really, you dropping the ball.
Yes.
So what is this? The Delta or the Echo?
No. This is one from Star Trek 4, 5, and 6. This is the Enterprise A.
Gotcha.
Kirk's Enterprise,
Gotcha.
right? They make a lighting kit for this thing. They make a lighting kit for the shuttle bay, and then they make photo etched metal parts for it, right? Like the impulse engine grills and things of that nature. This model has been on my bucket list of things to build for about 14 or 15 years. The model kit is still anywhere from $150 to $250, depending on where you get it.
Damn.
So I have found everything that I need online. It's all bookmarked. I'm gonna have to chip away at this because, dude, there is absolutely before paint, there is no way that I'm gonna be able to just go, here's $600, give me my shit. This is gonna have to be something that, enthusiastic fans, beloved, close, dear friends and family, they're gonna have to like gift me things throughout the course of the year and just call it birthday and Christmas and walk away. Because this model is going to take me the better part of about 6 months to build the right way, because like the metal paneling that you see on the CG, right?
Mhm.
Called Aztecing, and they make decal sheets specifically for certain sections of the ship, right? To where it just looks authentic, right?
Yeah.
On top of the fact that I have never wired a model for lights, period.
Yeah,
It's not hard.
that's gonna be rough.
So I went digging around up in my storage room upstairs, and I dug out my a model that I have not built yet of the Millennium Falcon. They make a lighting kit for that. So I'm gonna do a dry run on that first.
Hmm.
But this Enterprise model measures at just over 3 feet long and about 2 feet wide.
Jesus.
The display stand, it's a metal rod. And it looks like it's like floating in space dock.
Yeah.
It's got the little shuttlecraft and the work bees kind of just down around all over it.
Oh, that's cool.
Dude, this thing, if you look it up, the 1/350 Enterprise refit model lighting kits, and look at the pictures of some of these people's builds that have used the lighting kit, and they show it with the lights on, and then they do it with the lights off. Dude, it's pure unadulterated nerd sex, dude. That's what it is. Yeah, those words came out of my mouth in one sentence.
Hell yeah.
I'll wait.
Dude, that's gonna be fantastic. I can't wait for that.
Dude, it's gonna take, like I said, it's gonna take me 6 months to build this model because I want to do it right.
Right. Painstaking.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna send pictures to my brother, who is the biggest Trekkie I know. And it is going to drive him over the edge. He's gonna go nuts. He's gonna be like, where'd you get that? And I'm gonna be like, I built it. What model? I'm like, yeah, you can't afford this one.
No model for you.
You are not about that life, bro.
You are not that guy.
Yeah, right. Yeah. This is not the I'm gonna look at him and I'm gonna just straight up be like, this is not the model you were looking for.
Nice.
But yeah, no, the women's NCAA had their championship basketball championship game.
Nobody wants to talk to that. Skip over that fucking shit. Nobody watches that. Not even.
No. I have to address the elephant in the room because you had Iowa, who was favored to win this game. They were number 2, right? You had hands down the top women's player in the country for in playing for Iowa. It was all over TikTok. YouTube's got videos on it. People all over Facebook and Twitter. I mean, the officiating absolutely broke down. I mean, the LSU coach made contact with a referee during a play in which her team had the ball. No technical was called. Right? You've got these. You've got Angel Reese, who number 10 for LSU. She scored 24 points, 12 rebounds in the game, but she's walking around looking at the top player at Iowa going like this, pointing at the ring finger, like, oh yeah, we're about to get that. And then she just keeps walking by her going like this, no technical for taunting, nothing.
Wow.
It was like they let LSU do anything and everything that they wanted to do. But to be fair, to the player, I mean, from the coaching staff all the way down, the girls from Iowa knew that they got screwed, and not in a good way. And they handled their post-game interview with some class. I'll give them that much. I mean, for what it's worth, congratulations to LSU, but
kind of a tainted.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'd say we put an asterisk on it, but you really can't. I mean, other than finding a paper trail that leads to the referees calling a bad game on purpose, there's really no way to prove intent, even though everybody in the country saw it. It's like the Democrats rigging an election. You can't really prove it right now, but it's so blatantly obvious because they're not even trying to hide it anymore.
Yep.
Yeah. So.
Well, we actually have some horrible news, actually. Bushwalker Butch died at 78 on Monday from WWE.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of WWE, they're about to get bought by the same parent company that owns the UFC.
Really?
And everybody thought that Vince McMahon was on his way out the door. Well, Vince McMahon, under this new corporate structuring, will actually have a higher seniority than Dana White.
Oh, really?
Ow.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
It's I really don't know what to think about that, man.
As long as he leaves UFC alone.
Yeah,
Well, some of the people that actually go into WWE are from the UFC, so it's kind of a
but they go into the WWE knowing that is sports entertainment, that those fights are scripted. I mean, yeah, they can still get hurt, and they still got to work.
Vince McMahon blew out both his fucking attendants in one match. And he was just sitting there, and they had to call the match. The match hadn't even fucking been finished. They rung the bell. They were getting everything. His legs busted down, and he was just sitting there in the ring. And they were like, "What do we?" He was laughing. He was like, "I'm in a lot of pain, but this is fucking hilarious."
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah,
Had to like fling himself on the guy or whatever. It was
Yeah.
It was a mess.
I'm just leave the UFC alone. I mean,
I'm not really worried about it
I
because
don't want the personalities from the WWE bleeding over into the UFC, trying to
do
think
bleed
they can
over.
step into an actual ring. Now, I'm not saying that they're not strong. I'm not saying that they're not athletes. I'm not saying that at all. And my great grandmother on my dad's side would be in here with a switch from an oak tree. I know that switches come from weeping willows, but she was fervent about her wrestling. And if you try to tell her that wrestling was fake, she'd fight you. But it was
Johnny's getting by his wife.
well, my wife was in here working on her. She rearranged her side of the office because her notary stuff is starting to take off. So she's in here trying to do some work, and
Oh.
and so we
I thought it was either your wife or a ninja that was causing the shadows on the wall. I'm still going with ninja. I still think there's a secret organization that Johnny's with, and the ninjas are trying to kill him.
She's not a ninja.
my wife, no.
Maybe she's fighting the ninjas.
That's
And
just
the only
what she
thing
wants
you
you
can
to
do
think.
is see the shadows.
She just wants you to think. I mean, it's not a secret if it's obvious.
Yeah, you got a good point there, buddy. Got a good point.
Yeah. Boys, I don't know if we're gonna have Colin tonight.
Oh no.
He was apparently getting drafted to help outside, and I was told that it shouldn't be a problem. So I was like, all right, let's get the show started. But
It's
that given him, given that he has a bad enough of a day, he'd let a dominatrix stick sounding rods down his pecker. I'm just kind of putting that out there.
no, nothing is that.
No. Oh, that's where you draw the line. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because that's
That's the line.
Because that's my penis.
Is it though?
Last time I checked, yeah. It's like that joke where you know what the only thing I hate about having a Thai wife is having to put this toilet seat down after she pees.
When she has a bigger penis than you do.
I
Really?
wouldn't do
Because she
that
pumps
because
the
I don't
big-
want to get jealous.
She's like a lot of those female bodybuilders, she's got one of those pussy pumps,
Clitoris is huge.
Look at my clitoris. And it's like, it legitimately looks like a small pecker.
It does. It is so weird. Not that I look at those porn sites, musclewomen.com.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
That.
Fantasize being lifted up and I think I detest it, but I'd break you. Okay.
David would be like Steve Buscemi. You remember Steve Buscemi during Armageddon when he's getting strapped into the shuttle, and he's like looking at that. He's like, "So you got a future in this."
Kick you in the balls,
right?
You should float it.
No, we're not talking about the Air Force pilot. No, we're talking about. We're talking about
strapping him in.
That was strapping him in.
Out of Helga's House of Pain.
One of these days, he's gonna have himself like a horrible flashback on camera, and he's gonna be like, "Yes, Mistress Kiki." We're gonna be like,
got a cream pie.
Right.
Why does he keep on screaming out blueberries?
she's gonna be like, pick a safe word. It's cream pie.
Your safe word is harder. Your safe word is no, but you don't know if it's N-O or N-O-W, K-N-O-W.
I have to say it in a sentence.
No, you're saying the wrong one. Wrong one.
Yeah, say it in a sentence, but with the ball gag, just to make sure you can get it right.
Yeah.
You know that joke that you said about, my safe word is harder. I still kind of don't get it a little bit, because if you say it's harder, you're always going to scream out harder. So you're going to get confused and slow down a little bit, and it's going to ruin the moment. That was the only reason why I kept on thinking that was a bad safe word.
That's kind of the whole point.
I know.
You know,
But I don't know why I got
your
stuck.
dominatrix has got you bent over a barrel with a ball gag and in a vinyl mask. it's not about you, bud.
Not matter what you say, she ain't gonna hear it anyways.
Okay, I can see that. Still, I just it's one of those things you just like, why would you use that? Use like the blueberry, because blueberry is actually when a ball gags in your mouth, you can still actually halfway mumble it.
You know, David, my lovely wife is actually like tries to stand up for you from time to time.
Oh, it's hard. I know she's determined. And
she's sitting right here and she hears you going on and on and on, not really making the case for your defense. It's like you're throwing yourself under the prosecution's bus on purpose.
Oh, I do that constantly. What's really funny is we used to Maria ended up doing a game, watching the show, taking a shot every time I would make Johnny go. So I just got to keep that joke running.
See, now here's a little bit of background and context for you, Chris, because to the outsider listening in, or a newer person such as yourself, even though you've become kind of the linchpin of the whole show, the way he made it sound is that every time I would sigh, she would make him take a shot in the mouth.
That's what I heard.
That's the way it sounded. But in all reality, it was a drinking game. For every time that I sighed because of something David said, there was a shot to be had.
Well,
and in the early growing pains of our show, that sigh happened a lot, because David would just utter some complete nonsense and you would be left dumbfounded, kind of hoping and praying on the inside, yet screaming in the back of your mind, going, how is it that humanity has advanced this far with people like him at the moment?
Hold on. I got you, bud.
One of the most insanely idiotic things I've ever heard. Exactly. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
I love that last line was improvised. He ad-libbed that.
Yeah.
I feel like now, though, that we don't hear the sigh as much anymore, because it kind of, you've built up a callus by now. I guess almost more surprising when he doesn't say something that's just mind-numbingly stupid.
Right. So I was in class this morning, and there's a group of high schoolers that sit behind me that are doing like dual credit, and one kid was talking about how, you know, he works at McDonald's, and somebody wants their stuff cooked extra long, he'll cook it twice as long, and everybody's burger gets a bite taken out of it, blah blah blah, right?
Yeah.
Just being a general horse's ass. And this one kid that everybody usually kind of gives a hard time to, but he takes it all well and good in stride. He popped off and said something this morning, and I turned around and I looked at him, and I was just like, I said, you know, I'm 45 and my pullout game is weak, but I think I would have managed with you. And I just said it so deadpan, and I turned back around in my seat. And I mean, everybody around him, they're just dying, right? And he's like, where did that come from? And I turned back around and I put my hand on his shoulder and I said, hey, do me a favor. If you're going to shoot the school up later, tell me first so I know not to be here. And he's like, what? I said,
just wink it.
I want to go to your funeral knowing that I could have done something to prevent it. And he goes, what? I said, I'm going to be the person that ignores your call at 3 a.m. And it turned around, and he's just sitting there going,
That's
I used to be cool that this 40-year-old guy with like
he said some very hurtful things. I think he was threatening to shoot me. I don't know.
Oh, by the way, that D&D movie was actually pretty good.
Yeah, I've heard. I'm trying to see if there's any possible way that the new Mario Brothers movie will be theater to home, or, you know, like Fandango at home kind of a thing this weekend. Because I've got all the boys this weekend. I don't want to spend a small fortune to take these knuckleheads to the theater. I just want to pay $25 one time and tell everybody to sit down and shut up.
That was this past week. I took two of my chillins to see 65.
Yeah.
Children are all over 16 now, so it's it cost me a bundle to take them, but you know, a little extra time with them was fine. But I enjoyed it. I liked it.
Okay.
I didn't know going into it that Sam Raimi is one of the executive producers.
Oh, really?
And it was very much a Sam Raimi movie.
Really?
Yeah.
The camera
previews alone, it looked like a live action Turok.
No.
This
is like a dinosaur Evil Dead. Like it was full on horror movie. It was full on fucking horror movie. It was great. It was really good. Now, go into it and just take it at face value. Because, I mean, this is a human that's living on another planet and crashes on Earth 65 million years ago. With no explanation for why there's humans living on another planet that long ago. No explanation. There is no context given. It's just, this is what's happening. Here it is. This is where we jump into the story.
Well, that's what
I really like it. Like I said, it was short on, not that there wasn't any backstory and not that there wasn't any character development with there, because it was. Being Adam Driver was the perfect person for this movie, especially with his military background and kind of just the shit that his character was going through. Fucking was.
Well, that's
you know, because you got the whole every Marine's a rifleman. Yeah.
Well, I'm talking about it was more about his experience as a veteran. Like,
No, I get it.
I
I get it. I'm just talking about like some of the scenes where you see him
well, yeah.
pivoting, and I'm sitting there going,
Listen,
when I
Bruce
saw
came
that,
out.
when I saw that, I was like, every Marine the rifleman.
Yeah, it came
Shut
out
up, you're a flight, you're an air branch pogue. Sit down and just be quiet.
exactly. But yeah, no, I enjoyed it. I thought it was really good. I thought it was well designed. It was a beautiful movie. Like visually, it was well done. I would suggest go see it.
Yeah, a lot of the movies
Maybe wait for a
nowadays-
matinee show or something, because seriously, it was almost $40 just for 3 of us to go see it.
Jesus.
Yeah.
No, I'm actually super glad that they're not fully getting away from it, but they're getting somewhat away. Once the Marvel movies are tossed out, I mean, there's still a couple of them shot in the dark, but all the
Well, speaking of which,
actually,
the tickets for Guardians Volume 3 have gone on sale.
Yes, that one looks amazing. But I saw the first trailer for the Secret Invasion series that's coming on Disney Plus.
Yeah, I
Samuel
saw
L.
that.
Jackson. That looks fucking amazing.
yeah.
I'm excited for that one.
Yeah.
That one and John Wick 4. I'm still planning to watch John Wick too, because John Wick. How can you not watch it?
It was actually really good. I'm surprised.
There's
Scott,
no- through the Vudu app, you can watch the Super Mario Brothers movie at home.
Yeah, there you go.
Thank God.
It does look good too.
It does.
Surprisingly, it looked.
And just to prove that good guy Chris Pratt is alive and well. They were at the LA premiere,
Mhm.
right? And he handed a limited edition, the thing was this big around and it came in this nice big gold box. No, it wasn't. It was on the Today Show is what it was, right? In New York. All these Mario fans and kids were out there in Rockefeller Center, just, watching Chris Pratt and, talking about the Mario movie. He picks this fan out. This kid's got a Mario hat on, right? He goes, I've got a present for you. And he picks it up, right? It's all embossed in gold and everything like that. And he opens it up and he goes, this is a Mushroom Kingdom golden coin, right? I mean, it's like this big around. Then he takes out a pen. He goes, is your name Jason? Jason? Okay. And then he just signs it.
Dude.
Like a big, long handwritten note across this thing and hands it to this kid. This kid could have died right there and had been like,
hell yeah.
Made that
buzzing noise.
Here.
No idea.
So I don't know. I mean, I'm excited about it because I mean, it looks just from the screenshots and from the trailers that I've seen. I mean, it's pulling in everything from across the entire Mario universe.
Yeah, because I saw there was a sequence in
Mario
the
Kart, yeah.
play before 65 of the Mario Kart. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just sitting there going, yeah. Did you just say that? What about the 65? What?
I said there was a trailer that showed before 65.
Oh, I was like, wait, did something in my head just go?
I heard the same thing. I was like,
I was like, oh, I'm gonna bust his balls. It's called the Nintendo 64. But nope, you're good. You're good. We're
Yeah, I
good.
had one.
I'm so glad that we got Johnny's approval.
I had the atomic purple one.
I had just the regular old.
I had the atomic purple with the expansion pack just so I could play Perfect Dark.
So I know that Colin is not here, but I want to forward this.
Okay.
Call
Yeah,
it
forward it to me. I'll send it to him.
No, this is to call it shower thoughts of something to ponder later on.
Okay.
Why do we call them olives and not Grease's pieces?
It is true. Huh. 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 I don't know.
stew on
Then
that.
why do we call them olives and not Grease's pieces? That broke my brain, dude. Like, I'm sitting here trying to think of something to say, and I can't.
That's what I'm here for.
I legitimately, he broke my brain.
That's funny.
Free advertising for handwriting of people.
Oh, yes. Ooh, that is Colin. Hold on.
Okay.
There we go. See that I could have done that like 20 minutes ago.
What's up, my guy? We thought we were gonna have to tread. We thought, nay, we were scared that we were gonna have to continue on with the Ranger mission, though we might be the lone survivor. We thought that we were gonna have to live in a world where we had to go an entire week without joke time with Colin.
Lone survivor.
Sorry, mowing.
You got drafted, basically. You got voluntold.
Ranger.
Yeah.
Okay.
And oh my god, they're so stuck. Okay. We had to put new blades. It was one of those sitting John Deere ones.
Mm-hmm.
We had to put new blades and the belt on. We spent maybe like close to an hour probably putting all that on.
Mm-hmm.
We went through the front yard perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. And then I get to the backyard. The belt froze, and we gotta put it back on. And it took 30 minutes. Not 10 minutes later, the belt froze again.
Read your Ranger creed, Chris. I will continue on with the Ranger mission, though I be the lone survivor.
Yeah, but lone survivor was
What?
he wasn't a ranger.
What?
Lone survivor was a SEAL. He wasn't a ranger.
No. The story Lone Survivor was bastardized by Hollywood. Yes, that was about a SEAL. But the context upon which I was quoting was from the Ranger Creed.
Yeah, but he was a SEAL.
Are you ready to go, Colin?
Yeah.
Oh, this shit should have continued.
Yes, no, maybe so. Yeah.
I'm just trying to continue the damage.
Okay.
Thank you, Chris.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys, girls, angry faithful of all ages, gather round the tabernacle and listen as I proclaim, as quoted by the boathouse master, the harbor master in Ghostbusters 2. Better late than never. From the deepest, darkest regions or from the deepest, darkest neither regions of my groin, my genetic code on display for your ears and again, your eyes. Thank you, Spotify. Thank you to our lovely producer, David, for making sure that he finally got around to putting the video up on Spotify. But I digress. Comes the hope of humanity. The flame of doubt to your morality. I present Joke Time with Colin.
I can't. Why are orphans bad at dodgeball? Because no one misses them. A guy's disabled girlfriend broke up with him, so he stole her wheelchair. Guess who came crawling back?
Oh my god.
Is that all you got this week?
Yeah, I didn't have enough time.
You're good. You're good.
No.
I want to show off what I got.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm gonna see it because they can't. Well, hold on. Did David still has not turned on? Oh wait, yeah, no, he turned it on. Here we go.
Share though.
I'm sharing it. Colin,
Okay.
you're officially on the show. Can you guys see him?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Outstanding. All right, go for it, guy.
Now he has to get a
green light debit card thing.
Oh, ooh, look at
It's
you.
like I do chores and I get some money put on.
Okay.
Nice. Now you become a
So-
taxpayer. Most of us.
Yeah.
Productive member of society.
Right up to the point where he realizes that when he gets a paycheck from a reputable source, it's going to have to
That's all a
be
scam.
taxed to death.
Don't do it, man. Don't do it.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's all a scam.
So unless Voodoo and Fandango are leading us astray, we're going to watch the Mario movie this weekend, Colin, from the living room.
From the living room.
Yes.
Oh, I got this for like Christmas, but I never showed you.
Oh, it's a shower head.
Yeah, but
Yeah, no, it's the okay. All right, cool. All right.
it's nice.
It is. Yeah, I had one.
What'd you think it was?
I don't know, dude. You know what?
39 years.
You know,
39.
He just called us all out.
I get it from your grand.
Probably.
Hey, no, I get it from your pawpaw. You get it from me. So,
Fair.
all right. Well, that
Show
being
off my
said,
sword, or is that not allowed?
what?
I show off my sword, is that not allowed?
I don't know, David. Are swords allowed?
Actually, technically, no. I gotta
You
hide the
still have the
axe.
hatchet hanging in the back.
I have it covered a little bit with the mic stand, so they can see the handle. They just can't see the full thing. It's so fucking weird.
So can we like preface it with the
We can show the sword.
Hashtag
We're not
phone,
monetized or
not
anything
phone.
like that, so it doesn't really. No. Don't worry about it. It's
All
one
right.
of those things. We're not monetized, so it doesn't really fucking matter.
Yeah, go for it, Colin.
That's the ceiling.
No, that's a smoke alarm.
No, that's the ceiling.
Camera would turn.
Oh, nice.
Oh, there we go.
Is that
That's pretty cool.
that in a Zelda sword?
Hey, while we're able to share screens, why don't you show everybody those turtle pictures finally?
Turtle, what?
The turtles.
Oh! Yeah, hold on, let me put
I
my
drew
sword
these
down.
for the boys like years ago. He's showing off, everybody. It's show and tell.
Apparently. Oh, nice.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, bud, I will see you on Thursday.
I got
We got
that.
55.
Oh, it's for pants. I'm
Yeah.
like, okay.
No, it's not, but I have pants on it right now.
Oh, right. Oh, okay.
Not what it is
Well, I
now.
will see you
Yeah.
on Thursday.
Oh, I get to empty Jason's Jelly's ice cream machine again this year.
Okay. But again, I'm gonna see you on Thursday.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thursday.
Thursday. All right, bud.
Oh, by the way, no snow day.
Yeah, I figured. Yeah. But we're gonna try to land the plane on this side of the screen, so I will catch you later. All right, bud?
Okay.
All right. Love you guys.
Love you.
Later.
Yeah.
And there he goes, everybody.
Yeah.
Sitting there going, okay. Oh, let me show you. I'm like, okay.
What's really sad is I've said this before that guys do this no matter what their age is.
Yeah.
No matter what it is. If you got something nice and new and everything like that, or you want to show it look.
You mean like this?
Yes. Yes.
Ooh,
Yes.
ooh, look. Oh, yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
And the gunner's hatch actually can, just like old school, right?
Oh, hell yeah.
It's got the eagle mount up here.
Yes, that's so cool.
When I remembered that I had this, man, I was pulling it out of the box just specifically to display on my shelf back here.
Yeah.
I swear to God, I found 2 different class 1 leaks underneath it.
Only class 1, you're fine.
Yeah, you know,
See?
It's not even a
damp,
problem until it
and
becomes
it's damp
class.
and can be stopped and can be wiped off with a rag or a towel.
Yeah. Class 2, the drop forms. Class 3, it's on the ground.
Yeah, it's
Remember that?
pouring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember. I was in 113s. I know all about class 3 leaks. Trust me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh,
If a
did,
113 is not leaking, it means it's out of fluid.
Although, if we're being completely transparent, right? You open up the back door, and some unscrupulous private who didn't know how to park this thing.
Oh,
Come on. Seriously? Well, that's going to be a deadline issue. Where did it go?
nope, that's 10 level.
Yeah, that's third shop is what that is.
That's the operator.
The passenger side mirror came off.
Yeah. Of course, it's a fucking Humvee. Why wouldn't it? Lucky the
Right?
doors are still on it.
I'm sitting there going, you know, if I had the funds to go to one of these DRMO sales and get a gun truck, I mean, I would untactical the crap out of it, right? Because it would be watertight. You know,
So we actually had a Humvee at the ranch here in San Antonio.
really.
Yes, we did.
yeah.
Yeah.
Would they get rid of it?
Well,
It
no,
burned down to the rails, didn't it?
no, no. Um, let's just say it's not movable anymore.
Okay.
Somebody may or may not have wrecked it.
Oh, okay.
So what I'm hearing is that it got high sided or high pointed.
Dude, I don't even know how it happened. I'm going to be brutally honest. I have no idea how it happened.
Okay. Okay.
Well, Chris is in the loop, so we just have to
No, I'm not. I drove by the
speculation. I
It's
tell him
over by
stuff
the
that's
range,
out
and
of
I
his
just saw
company.
that the wheel is, well, you know, let's just say it looks like it went to NTC.
Yeah, I was going to say it doesn't take a lot for those hubs to overheat and go.
Yeah.
No, it buckled.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
Almost looks like somebody took a hill at the wrong angle, if you know what I mean.
It might
I
have
don't
been a tree
I don't
or a
know.
stump.
So I've been overcome with like the overwhelming urge to binge watch Whose Line Is It Anyway on HBO Max lately.
Mm-hmm.
Do they have the old school or the
They've
new
got every season of it.
Aisha?
Every season.
Because it's just not the same without Drew Carey in there. Like Aisha Taylor is funny. She's okay, but
She's
Actually,
like she's like the nerdy girl.
yeah,
She's
I-
hilarious. I love her.
she is, but it's just not the same without Drew Carey, man. Because they would shit on him constantly. It was
Oh yeah, like, and my favorite episodes with Drew Carey in them were the ones where Robin Williams was there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
And
That one
even-
with Richard Simmons was interesting.
Yeah, I was just about to say.
That one got a little out there.
And the one lady that played Mimi from the Drew Carey show.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, she was on a couple of them.
Yeah. She is hilarious in her
Oh
own.
yeah. Yeah.
Dude, why is that a show that you cannot find on any streaming service anywhere? The fucking Drew Carey show.
That is true.
Cannot find that show
You know what?
anywhere.
By God, you're right.
And it kills me because that was one of my favorite shows. That show was awesome.
It has to be somewhere out there.
It's on Apple TV, but you have to pay. Oh no! Wait.
Really?
Wait a minute. No, you have to buy it.
Yeah. See, it's not streaming
Yeah.
anywhere. It's always behind a paywall. Like you actually have to buy it. But even if you're going to like if you're gonna buy the discs, like just to buy the season, like you cannot find it anywhere. Same with Dukes of Hazzard. You cannot find the Dukes of Hazzard box set anywhere. Because everybody's so afraid of getting screamed at.
Oh, fun fact. So on Scrubs, some of the music from the earlier season, well, from the entire run of the show, some of the music is different from what was originally aired and then put on DVD to the
Come
stuff
on.
that's now out on streaming. That when the show went to streaming, they couldn't renew some of the musical rights to some of the soundtrack, so they had to go in and change the songs on some of the episodes.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Well, at least it's not like Disney revamping the whole fucking show.
Oh no. Still, the music on Scrubs was really good.
And let me see here. Yeah, no, it's
It's so weird.
everywhere. Like,
That's a shame. That is such a shame. I wonder why that is.
How many seasons was it?
thank you, Cleveland.
God, it went
6 or 7 seasons. Right?
yeah, something like that.
Yeah,
had a
9
decent run.
seasons. 9
9, yeah.
seasons.
Seasons?
I'd say it had a good run.
That's so weird.
That depresses me now. Thank you. Wanted
welcome.
to end the show on a good note too, man. God.
Now Johnny's gonna be in a closet.
He's gonna be cursing me the whole fucking night.
He's gonna have his thumb in his mouth.
That motherfucker.
You ruined Johnny, Chris. Thank you.
What I'm here for.
I'd
I'm-
curl up in fetal position, but I can't bend my knee that far.
Well, I guess we can land that play on that note. Johnny gets destroyed.
What
Like
a
Chris.
lame.
So,
We might.
but anyways, everybody, this is Nerd Sports 103. I'm David Dickerman.
I'm Johnny Skelton.
I am Chris Jacka.
Thank you all for listening. Check y'all next time. Peace.